last class, we worked with changing of account period. This time around, we want to work with circles. We actually have 7, 6 here, but added some other things with 8. Some other stuff that are coming up, so I can populate the new chart of account, the new cost content with that as well. So let's have this company security. Like maybe you are 5 or 3 or 4. That's the essence of user. When I say 5 user, 3 user. If you are 5 in accounting department and everybody wants to be working at the same time, with the same application. So if you are 5 and you want everybody to be working, you can't go for less than 5 users. So if you go for 3 users, it simply means 2 other people, maybe they are switching the password, change the password. Do you understand? So if you have more than 10, go for quantum like this. Do you understand? User in company. So there's also one user as well. One user simply means one person can only do one thing at a time. But you can install one user on as many as possible system. So when you are working in such environment, you also have security so that all user doesn't have access to the same thing. So some of the users might be dealing with only sales, dealing with customer, dealing with debtors, to restrict their access, the privileges. So let's work with that. So to set up the security, go to the maintain. We are going to be working with maintain tags and reports most of the time. So anything that has to do with creation, maintain. Anything that has to do with transaction, tax. Anything that has to do with reports and form. That's some. We can also get report from the list. Right? So now maintain user. Mind you, it's only admin that will be seeing this user when they are working. Other ones that are not admin will not see it. And if they see it, it's going to be disabled. Right? Can you see? Set up. So when you say set up, can you see? If you are more than one user, whatever, take advantage of this and do whatever. I just telling you information about. So you click this guy down. So now look at this. You know, I opened one existing company the other time. Yes. So this one is coming from as a result of that existing company that I opened the other time. Can you see that it's telling me that only me active now admin. I have 9 licenses left because this application I installed is actually 10 users. So if it's 1 user, you can't do this. But there's 1 user, there's 3 users, there's 5 users, and so on. Right? So we want to set another user here now, right? So I can set new. Okay? So let's call this first user Abiodun, right? So that's the username you'll be using to log in. But before that, before I set up Abiodun, this is an admin. This admin has no password, right? So this admin needs a password now. Okay? So what we need to do is to get a password. What's going on here? When you are setting security, the first person that log in to the application is automatically an admin. When you create a company, the first person that logging in, even when you not added the password, it's automatically an admin. So as this guy is now, it's an admin. He doesn't have a password yet. So you click, can you see by default, doesn't even allow you to change an admin. So you need to set the admin password first. So I'm giving admin password now. Okay? Can you see it's called it administrator. So what's the essence of this is that if I should close this application or I reopen this company now, this is your mother company, right? I open this company now, this time around, it's going to have me password before I can log in. You know the other time you write password but this place is blocked. But now it's going to have because there's a password attached to it. So now I'll supply the password. Make sure you write it somewhere. Forget it. There's no way to recover it for now. For now. But you can recover it with another software. That software costs $5. Okay? So recover the password. It has happened to a company like that. You can recover it. But even though as you are recovering it, you still need to remember the username. But there's also another software that if once you install this software on this, to get you all the usernames. That also cost $30. It has happened from experience to a company like that, and you are able to do it through the help of those softwares. But before you even know that there's software like a lot of researchers come there. Do you understand? So when you are doing this, always make sure that you write somewhere and you know what you're typing, so that the whole company data will not be seized. Do you know what it is? You have been working since January to December and you forgot the password November. Do you understand? So now let's create other users. So can you see now, because we have administrator now, these two guys are active now, right? Do you notice that these two are not active the other time? It's only sort of that active. So let's create other, right? These are administrator. We want to create new user now. New. Okay. So can you see different access level? We don't have different access level like this in other one. You need to select. They reformat this. I love this. It's much more explicit now, right? So let's say we have Abiodun. So is that correct? So I always like making the first letter capital, right? Then I'm giving you this password at SECURITY1 as security one. Okay? Then he said, what's the role that I want to give to this guy? Is that an administrator? No. If you give this person an administrator, you will be able to do the same thing you are doing. Do you get it? Is this person view only? You can make the person you can only view, you can't open. Right? Is he a sales rep? Yes. Counselors. Sales rep. Do you understand? Is he a brand manager? So there's so many description and activities. Do you understand? Now you can also make the person inactive. You can also get some new roles. And this is the most part of this that I love. I don't want to close this. So first of all, this person, specialist, is he a manager? Okay, let's assume that this person is a sales manager, right? So I will now add your role. You don't have it like this in other version, but if you have been working with other version, you will understand what they are talking about. Yeah. This person Abiodun is a sales manager, so we want you to be able to see anything sales. Anything after sales, forget it. So I'll say add a new role. So this is all the area of my account. So we want him to have full access to dashboard. I mean the first page. So let it happen. Because it's sales, so it will be working directly with the customer. So we want him to have full access to customer. Full access. It might be liaising with the vendor. It might even not be. It's purchasing manager that will do it. So we don't want him to have anything to do with the vendor. So when you click on vendor, you know we are giving role to this guy now. You are clicking on vendor. You come to this, you say no access. On inventory, on stock, okay, you don't want to know anything about it. On payroll, staff salary, why would you know other people's salary? You don't want. Bank, once you choose bank, anything that has to do financial statement, this guy will not have access to it. Company detail, anyway, to change you can even know that it doesn't concern you. Just like you can only see customer and the dashboard, right? So you say save. So he's telling me to get the name for this person, role name, sales manager, Abiodun. Okay? Abiodun privilege. Right? Then you save. What is this? Another role name. Please choose a unique role name. Wow. Okay? So now I'll do save now. So Abiodun is sales manager, right? So now let me close this account and try to log in. So we simply mean this system is on network, right? And see, I can be working as an admin, administrator somewhere. If Abiodun want to log into the same application wherever he is on the network, Abiodun will just say Abiodun It should be able to log in, same application, and type his own password and say okay. Can you see Abiodun still log in? But can you see Abiodun doesn't have access to the whole thing? So let's click maintain. Can you see it disables a lot of things? It disables vendor, disable employee, disable chart of account self. That's oga. All you need to do is enter the prospective customer and get out of this place. Do you understand? So Abiodun want to do like Mago, maybe you want oga do one thing. Like, oh, I will go and do this transaction. You know, all these things that you are seeing out in their own distance. Right? You cannot do any payments. Cannot work with. Can you see that's why all those stuff are deactivated? Abiodun cannot see the state of the financial statement, income statement, balance sheet. Cannot see reconciliation. Cannot see so many things because the privilege is not guaranteed. Then Abiodun cannot come to maintain user and give himself privilege. These are the security measures for this application to access the database of the whole thing. Right? So, like that, we can create as many users, maybe purchasing manager now. Just give the get person. Deal with vendors. Do you understand? Maybe you have an HR. Just give the person employee. Do you get it? So you just set the roles. But everybody are still having the same.
The administrator now
can see everybody. Yes. And it can alter anybody. If anybody is leaving the organization, you can delete the person. So if he doesn't want to delete the person, he can automatically reset the person password. So anytime the person comes and wants to do anything. You know what's in the bank? When you go to the bank in the morning, you are unable to log in, you are fired. That's the meaning. So when he comes to the office and is unable to go log in, he's fired. Do you understand? So let me listen to your question.
My question is this: in an organization now,
yeah,
you get someone to install the application.
Okay. It's not just someone; it's specialized accounting consultants.
You will come and install this.
Yes.
Is he going to install this based now? Who will now be the estimator? The person that invited him that is there for the service.
Administrator basically, he used to be the person that installed it. So you also create admin for the chief accountant. Do you understand? So he is an administrator. Sisawara is also an administrator.
So
an admin can create admin.
After installing that,
yes.
You have access.
Yes, you can't have access to it until you come to their company. Yes, and how do you use the system? But now there is cloud version of this now. Yeah, someone asked me sometime last year, and I did research on that. Which simply means because we begin to see some complaints that their CEO they travel everywhere around the world. They want to see what is happening at home. So there's cloud version of this now that's internet based. The same thing. That the installation is not even on a system like this. We store on server, on internet, as if you are hosting a website. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. You understand? So anywhere the MD, whatever is, all you need is internet access. You know what's going on at home. The company. With the same application. The same interface. Yeah?
It's not restricted.
If you also need to log in with the password. Do you understand?
No, why I'm saying is that so that your CEO doesn't even post at the organization as you are the chief accountant or something like that.
No, CEO doesn't have this. It's chief accountant. The CEO doesn't have time. It's your work. It's chief accountant that will have this. Then the consultant that set it up will also have. Why? When you have problem or you mistake, because you are consultant is an admin, you are also an admin. An admin can alter. Do you understand? Every other user. So when there's a problem, admin will just go from the back end and rectify all the problem for you guys. That's the essence of that. You get it? So an admin can reset any other person's password. but any other user cannot do anything to admin. There are just some security measures.
Because why I'm saying this, so that even if someone wants to have it, he knows that it is either this, it must be this person.
Yes. Do you know another crazy stuff? There's what we call audit trail. Right? Audit trail. What does audit trail does? Audit trail makes sure that even though there's a disaster or something, we'll be able to trace who logged in at this particular time and what the person does. Do you understand? Like this guy now will not be able to see audit trail. Right? This guy, because he's not an admin. So let me log in as an admin. It's only the admin that can see the audit trail. Right? So as an admin, it's the same company. The admin wants to know, admin will just log in. Right? This is very, 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 very important. So if you come here now, you have company. Where's company? No. Where do you have our company again? Alright. Can see everything is active here. Because he's an admin. Can you see company here? Other than company, you now have what called audit trail reports. Let me double click it now. You see what has happened. Can you see? We are saying that somebody enter to this software login at this time. Do you get it? These are the trace. And this guy was just adding. What is he adding? He's adding all this chart of accounts into the what? This guy work in the maintain menu area. Can you see it? I've worked with some audit team. When they are going, they just come and go them. This is how we get to know who does what on most cases. These are, do you understand? Detective work. Can you see?
You can even use this to know the work.
Do you understand? Can you see now? Can you see user? Because this user is an admin, and as mentioned now, is an admin. That's why you are seeing not available. Can you see admin? Can you see when Abiodun login? Can you say, Abiodun login at this time to this time?
What is he doing?
Do you understand? So this audit trail will take care of this. And this guy no go for logo. So as many as possible people that are logging, this guy will just expose everything. So it's part of also the security features of this.
Can he change his?
He cannot change his status. He cannot. It's only admin.
It's only admin that will change the password.
So if there's one figure in one says before, and maybe the person pay and the guy is going, this guy call auditor will record everything. And we say what he's doing. And admin can double click and see where the guy made the change. Do you understand? So these are the security feature of this application. So thank you. The next class we move on to the number next, just like one of my lecturers.